you know, doing this. I'm gonna act like I don't know you.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is your equipment of choice? Like, what do you like? And the thing when you answer that, like, think about when you go to different clubs and you know they have different setups and or what's your personal go-to equipment and what's your secondary? Because it's like, you know, a lot of times you may be used to one thing, but when you go to a club, it might be a whole, or you might be featured at somebody's like wedding or something, and they have a different setup. What is your go-to? Your number one and your number two go-to?
All right, so my number one is gonna be turntables. I have to have my two Technics 1200s, or if I'm taking my own set, I have 1210s.
Okay.
Still to this day, I don't know the huge difference, but I think it's just like a more of a mechanical and stylistic difference. Right. So standard issue Technics 1200s turntables. That's the first. Second would have to be, and I'm saying this only because I'm still catching up to newer formats of DJing, whether it's using a controller or CDJs. So I actually resort to playing internally on my computer. I think there's many times that I've been in situations when I didn't have turntables and I just learned how to mix and cue properly using the computer. You can
like the other day, or I mentioned to you that Serato Play is out, and I made a mixtape on Serato Play recently.
Already? Yeah.
I was like, okay. I was like,
but purely using your computer, not even using your mixer.
Using my computer, I'm sitting on the couch.
Okay.
My laptop on my lap, and I'm making a full-on mixtape. Like I know you're used to. I know in the past you've made mixtapes, and I have done it too on our phone. And,
yes.
On the DJ app. And
yes.
Serato Play is a different type of beast though, because you gotta, you know, like you said, you've done it's just like internal mode.
Yeah.
You have a crossfader, and you basically can trigger all your samples and basically all your cue marks, make your cue marks on the fly.
Yeah.
See, you know what? When I DJ, I don't really like using headphones too tough. So if my cue marks are there, like I know how to bring it in. But there's a way also you could use your headphones, but I didn't do that yet. But
you know the thing about and you know we don't have to get too deep into Serato DJ Lite yet, because I mean it's so new, and I did watch the introductory video where they walk through every hotkey on the keyboard. Yeah. So I did watch that, and actually I know OP Miller, who does a lot of those tutorials.
Yeah, I like that
dude. Yeah, love that guy. We go back to working together at the Fader and Sweet 903 Cornerstone.
Okay.
So I know how thorough he is and how their system is of making sure that people that they cover troubleshooting to the max. You know what I mean? And their tutorials are top notch.
Yeah, so I love their channel actually.
Yeah, great channel. I feel like they are. If someone was to ask me what YouTube channels do I watch for any type of like instructional advice or tutorials of that matter, Serato would be one of them. Yeah. So yeah, you know, I think playing off the computer is a good backup, because especially if you're using the software in conjunction with your hardware, you should be able to use the software without the hardware, right? To make a Tony Stark Iron Man reference, you know, if you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have the suit. You know what I mean? When he said to Spider-Man. So basically, what's the name? Serato is like the DJ's armor. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And vice versa. You should be nice, you know, DJing without Serato. And I'm not saying that everybody else has to have. Go ahead.
Because I remember you know, my cousin, you know, DJ Reggae D, when we was out in DR, we basically, you know, there was a problem where they didn't have a DJ and they didn't have a set, but he took it up on himself he had the DJ app.
Yes.
And he had no controller, no nothing, and he hooked up the laptop. And he was DJing like it was like he was on the turntables. Like, and people came and was like, yo, I gotta get next. How I'm gonna get on? I'm gonna get on. And he was like, all right, if you can get on, all right. And he showed him what he was working. It was like, you doing that on that? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? A real DJ does not need a certain equipment. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You should be versatile in anything you do, because once you have the basics of DJing, you can apply it to any set, really. Tell you the truth. Yeah. Only time I ever had a problem DJing, I'm not gonna lie, was when I DJ'd at Empire Skating Ring years ago. I think I told you this. And they had the rain mixed with the knobs. I was like, what the hell is this? You know, like that's the only time I had a problem. Like, I was like, what is this knob business? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And you know what? You gotta respect it.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like, all right, so what I want to say, I hold that thought about the knob mixer, because that's important. I want to just touch on that at some point. But I think it's important to know, you know, look, even in a situation when you don't have your go-to, right, you have to have something that you default to. Right. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be in a situation where I got vinyl available to me and I could just rock on vinyl. What if there's nothing to play the vinyl on? What if it's just my computer, or what if it's just a controller?
Right.
You just got to do the bare minimum. You got to be able to do the bare minimum. If it's just mixing songs, mix those songs. If you want to be scratching and do all of that and put yourself at risk potentially, because now you trying to do something that's a little bit more higher level. It's beyond your capabilities, but you're still trying to force it. I have been in situations like that, and I didn't want to force it if it wasn't there. It's like playing basketball, and you don't, you know, you're not wearing the right shoes, or like, you know, you pull the muscle, but you're still trying to, you know, dunk from the foul line or something. You know what I'm saying?
I've been in situations like that where the system is kind of clunky, and you're trying.
Well, the needles are skipping, but you're still trying to do your regular scratches.
You got to know how to pivot. You got to know how to pivot.
You got. And it's about adaptation. Go ahead.
Because the crowd is not. They don't care. They don't care if you know. I can't do this because
you heard the disclaimer. Wait, before you even start this stuff, be like, yo.
I just want y'all to know.
I want you to know that I don't have the Rain S9 mixer on me, so I'm going to, it might be a little shaky, but then you go out there and you give them this type of disclaimer, they're looking at you like, yo, my man, yo.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need this.